We're on our knees, crying out to you. Show us your glory. Show us your glory. Let your kingdom come. We're on our knees, we turn to you. We lay our lives down. We're laying our lives down. Let your will be done. You come and save our land, 'cause your ways are higher. Nothing is higher. Glorify your Son. Let your kingdom come. Let your will be done as we bow before you now. Come and lead this land with your mighty hand as our hearts all cry as one. Holy Spirit, let your glory fall. 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 'Cause we're on our knees, we're crying out to you. You show us your glory, show us your glory. We're on our knees, we're turning back to you. Lord, show us your glory, show us your glory. Holy Spirit, let your glory fall. Holy Spirit, let your glory fall. We're on our knees, crying out to you. Show us your glory. Show us your glory. Let your kingdom come.
Hello, good evening everybody. Welcome to Social Distancing Live it's Tuesday the 12th of May. I can't believe it. And I'm wearing this cap because some of you may have tuned in on a Sunday night. There was a charity gig that we did here and at Gateway Church Abergavenny's Facebook page to raise money for Operation Gateway Relief, which cooks meals and provides meals and delivers meals to the local hospital here, to the NHS staff. 100 meals every night for the night staff there, some of whom are working on the COVID ward, and also for those who most vulnerable in society in local area who need it, or referred to the church but via the local county council. So we raised an awful lot of money, and later tonight at 9:45 after Social Distancing Live. I will be on Gateway Church Abergavenny's Facebook page and on the Rob Westall Music Facebook page if you're watching from that. 9:45 is the second program going out where we will be revealing how much we've raised, and I'll also be revealing my brand new haircut. Some of you may have seen it, but that's why I'm wearing the hat, because I need to honour my local church. So we've got a very special edition tonight of Social Distancing Live for you. We've got the wonderful, wonderful Bean Baker, who I'm honoured to call a friend, and he's an awesome singer-songwriter, worship leader, based in Cheltenham in Gloucestershire, and he's going to be sharing some songs, and it's an exclusive first for Social Distancing Live listeners, viewers, because it's the first time ever, apart from my good self, where we've got live music from a guest. So it all could go wrong, but it will be fun, whatever happens. And just want to say hello to everybody, and everybody who's tuned in. Lenore Howells, hello. Hello. Thank you very much, Lenore, for saying hello there. I'm just going to pop you up on there so everybody can see you saying hello, because you are watching on Facebook, of course. Mark Small, Mark, by the way, Mark and Sue Small there. By the way, Mark and Sue Small, I've got my special picture treat that'll be on the other broadcast at 9:45. So stay tuned for that. My awesome treat for you there. There you go. Hi to who else is on you? Beulah. Hi Beulah. Hope you're well. Beulah, please tune in for that as well. There's some photographic evidence of your charitable efforts as well on the show as well. Anna's back on now. I think Matty's gone down to bed finally. Gavin from the Rhondda. Hello, Gavin from the Rhondda. Hope you're well. Gavin, I know for a fact, has been watching 24. Do you remember that series with Jack Bauer? So he's on. He finished series 1 today, and he might need some counselling. So give him some love on the comment section there. And there we are. I thought you were more Oasis than E17. Obviously been wrong all these years. Well, I haven't got the cravat, to be fair, so I'm not that E17. Andrew Robinson, how you doing, mate? Andrew's coming on the programme on Friday to share some of his new EP, so looking forward to having you on, Andrew, and looking forward to hearing some of your fantastic new music. And great to have been on tonight. Yes, it is great to have been on. We're just going to say hello to him in just a moment. An evening to Sarah Hilton. Hi, Sarah. Hope you're well. Hello to Michael Rose. Hi, Michael. I hope everyone's had a good day. Yes, have a good day, Michael. Hope you have as well. Thank you so much for that dedication last night on BBC Radio Wales. Thank you very much. Very kind of you indeed. And I hope you're well. And please let us know how your friend is. And we'd like to get everyone to pray for your friend again, who's had that horrible diagnosis. And Alicia Allen, hi. Hello, I've stumbled upon this live. We are very welcome, Alicia. Please stay tuned. We've got the wonderful Bean Baker live music and entertainment, dare I say it, as well. Brilliant. Welcome, Alicia, to Social Distancing Live, and we hope it provides you with a welcome respite from your lockdown day, whatever that looked like. But now, it's without further ado, let's get on. The man himself. Mr. Bean Baker, how are you?
Yo! I was so wanting to come up with a really good, first word, and yo was all that came to mind. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Let's try again. I've got something better this time.
Hello, Bean Baker.
Sup?
Marvellous.
Hello, Rob Westall.
Oh, thank you very much. It's too formal. And the reason why you were looking slightly to your right, and then you've basically got two screens. You've gone up in the world. You've got two screens. Then you don't know which one to look at.
Well, I've only got one screen, but it's over here. The camera's over here. I didn't think it through very well. I'm going to just ignore your face. It'll be fine.
Ignore my face. It's the best way, and it won't put you off. So
okay.
That's the way forward. Now, Bean, you set me a challenge earlier today because you're a special guest. So I said, what would you like on our green screen backdrop? Believe it or not, guys, this is not a brick wall behind me. This is fake. And that's the only thing that's fake in the show, though. So let's have a look. So you said, remind me of what you said again. What did you want for your backdrop? Was it a cow and something?
It's a cow eating a daisy in a field.
Oh, eating a daisy. Oh, you didn't.
Oh, maybe there were daisies. Daisies and a field, cow. I think if you tick any of those boxes, I'm happy.
Okay, let's have a look. I'm just going to select the backdrop here. This is what I come up with. Well, hang on, let me move out of the way. I've got a cow in a field of daisies.
Oh, that is beautiful.
You can't see the cow's mouth, so it could technically be eating the daisies. So
I think it is.
I think I'm going to claim a win on that one. I've delivered for you on that one.
Certainly have. You've made my day.
Awesome. I'm actually now blocking the cow for everybody. In fact, I am the cow. I've become the cow. Hi to John Chadwick. Brilliant. It's in Hereford. I don't know if it's in Hereford, Beulah. It could very well be. It's a Herefordshire cow. I know that much because my wife and family are from Hereford, so I know a little bit about Hereford. There you go. Awesome. So, Bean, please tell us a bit about lockdown life for you. I know the answer to all of this, of course, but our viewers won't. So,
Yeah.
have you got a family? Where do you live? That kind of thing. How has lockdown life been like for you?
Yeah, so I have a wife and 3 children. I have a 6-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 7-month-old. Who's a little girl. It's a bit chaotic, and weird. At the moment, I'm in my garage. That's quite a fun thing. But yeah, it's all right. I think. I'm going to be honest with you. The first thing I did, as soon as I heard about the lockdown, I ordered laser tag guns. Every night. That's it. Just a round of laser tag in the family.
Wow. I think the government are grateful to you for not panic buying toilet roll. Instead, you panic bought laser tag guns. That's honourable.
Thank you. It's all right. Anything I can do to support my country.
Incredible. So, on a serious note, though, what has lockdown been for you? Because you work for the local church there, don't you? And tell people what you've been up to. Because we were talking about this before. We've been more busy than ever before.
Yeah, it's really surreal because I suppose on a Sunday morning, if you're leading worship, you obviously prep before that, but then you do it, and then that's it, and then you get the rest of the Sunday off. But at the moment, we're kind of like trying to get full bands together, but we're having to do that like a bit of back and forth between all the members. So it's just a lot more producing, I suppose, and everything you do has to be very intentional, because you can't just turn up on a Sunday and go with the flow, because we don't have that as an option at the moment. So I've been doing lots of video editing and music producing and all that sort of stuff, which has been really fun, but just crazy busy. But good. Really.
Tell me about it. I never thought I'd ever learn live streaming or video editing to the degree I'm doing at the moment. It's absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
It's off the scale. And in terms of your church, tell us a little bit about your church, how big it is, what your role is there, and what you do.
Oh wow! So my church is Cheltenham Elim Church, and that is an Elim church in Cheltenham, and it's a church. It's on the title. So I oversee the worship there. Part of a team there, and we and I also oversee a lot bit more the creative stuff, which is, I suppose, at the moment is pretty much all we're doing. We're putting a whole bunch of creative stuff out there. Like it's been really strange actually. So it's not just the worship stuff we're doing, but we're doing like devotionals. We do like bedtime stories for the kids, like little books, and then we're also doing like a little fun challenge for the church every week as well. So it's weird and surreal because it's almost like you're putting the church under a microscope and going, right, well, what's important, what's not, what do we need to focus on during this time? And it's surreal and strange, and I'm really, really, really looking forward to actually, being back with my family, my church. Very strange and very surreal, but it's a weird season.
No, it is strange. It is very different, isn't it? And have you found? How many people do you normally get, and how many people do you get in now physically, and how many people do you get watching online? Because the church I go to, we have a membership of 300. Normally get 150, 200 on a Sunday, and we're getting thousands of people tuning in every Sunday morning. Yeah,
I'd say we're seeing a general, maybe a slight increase in terms of our online presence and in terms of like the people viewing it, which is great. And I think part of that is all people who haven't been able to make it before. All of a sudden, you're kind of taking away the distance being an issue, and all of a sudden, people can now access church from their bed on a Sunday morning, which I don't know whether we should be promoting that or whether that's just a secret benefit. I don't know. But so we're seeing some growth in that, and it's really, really. It's really exciting to see how God is still working even in this time, and still about growth, and it's really exciting.
Well, I'm currently having to get up. I normally get up at 6 o'clock, and then I prepare myself, do my reading, because traditionally, of course, you get to church and there's no time for praying together. It gets very squeezed. We do as a band, but it's important to have that personal time before you get to the building, because all sorts of things can happen. Technical issues can go away, as you well know. But I would love, of course, to lead worship from my bed every Sunday morning. That would be a dream.
I mean, just have to clarify. Don't actually lead worship from my bed. I don't want that to get out. Can you?
Alicia Allen says she remembers. I remember where I've seen Bean from. He was at a youth camp I went to in 2015 at Whitehall. Have I said that correctly?
Whittle. Yeah.
It?
Up near the Scottish borders.
Wow.
Yeah. So, I broke a rib at that camp.
Wow. Now that sounds like an interesting. So before you get into that story, Alicia, please let us know where you're watching from. So please tell us about the rib.
Well, so I think it was the first year we did it. They wanted to challenge the band to a football game. Like, now, anybody knows me, I am not very good at football in any way, shape or form. My tactic is just run at the person and hope that they move. Unfortunately, one of the players on the other team was a stacked older man called Ozzy, and let's just say he hit me like a forklift truck, and I ended up on the ground, and I was like, "Ooh, that hurt." And so I was like, I didn't really know what to do. So I kind of carried on the week, kind of like not being able to move very well, and eventually drove all the way back from the border all the way down to Gloucester, in a lot of pain. And then eventually I was like, maybe I should get this checked out. And when I did, they're like, yay, you broke a rib. I was like, oh. So that was fun. It wasn't fun. It hurt quite a lot. So the following year, they challenged us to another football game. And I just said, nah, I'm all right. So I will concede the football victory.
Awesome. Well, we've heard from Alicia. She says she's from the northeast. Gate said, welcome, Alicia, to Social Distancing Life. So great to see you on. I'm talking about leading worship from beds as an idea, as a sort of lockdown hack. Is that the correct term? Nathaniel Freeman says the John and Yoko of worship. I like that idea. Brilliant. Hi, Nathaniel from the Rhondda as well. Hope you're well. Me and Nathaniel were doing some songwriting today, actually, and we came up with quite a good one, we think, which hopefully we'll be sharing. Nathaniel is going to be coming on Friday as well to share some music with us, as well as Andrew Robinson, of course. Rob, you're very quiet. Okay, let's see if I can turn myself up. Thanks for the feedback. There we are. 1 2 1 2. Is that better? I hope that's better anyway. Excellent. So Bean, you're going to share some live music with us. This is the first. We've never done this on Social Distancing Live, where a guest has performed live music, because, quite frankly, I don't have the technical know-how to make it work. But we tried it earlier and it seemed to work. So what are you going to play for us first? This is quite exciting.
I'm going to play a song I wrote called Troll and Ogre Hunter.
Wow.
I know. I'm going to be honest with you. Titles haven't been my strong point over the years. But this is a song that I wrote for my children.
Okay.
I've got my eldest child. He's called Caleb. He is amazing, and his dream is to be the first firefighter on the moon.
Wow.
And my middle child, my lovely Nathaniel, he wants to be a member of the Paw Patrol. And my youngest daughter, well, I just dream of a night's sleep. So I think it's important. I want my kids to continue to dream these impossible dreams, and myself as well. And so I thought I'd write a song about it. And so this is what this song's about. Am I allowed to get emotional on the stream? Is that right?
You can just be yourself. That's fine.
It's all right. We're allowed to cry. People aren't going to feel too awkward, right? Right.
I've switched the screen. You're on full screen now because I'm wiping a tear away from my eye.
Oh, it's fine. It's the D chord. That's what it is. Well, anyway, I hope you enjoy this song.
Place your dreams proudly on your heart, put in the frame so life cannot be stored. As the mundane corrode your will, I won't forget, no, I'll bring you home. As colors dims, tones dominate, black and white so fade to grey. I put you on my knee and try and remind you. Do you remember what you wanted to be? An astronaut and fly so high you could visit the Queen. Okay, the Queen, she doesn't live in the sky. You were 6 years old, so I just nodded and smiled. Do you remember what you wanted to be? Brave lion tamer under the sea. But neither of you can breathe underwater. But let's leave that logic till you get older. Dreams got smaller. Has set in. Don't lose a bit of to dream big as you once did. Only want the best for you, and I won't tell you what to do. Do you remember what you wanted to be? An astronaut and fly so high you could visit the Queen. Okay, the Queen, she doesn't live in the sky. You were 6 years old, so I just nodded and smiled. Do you remember what you wanted to be? Brave lion tamer under the sea. Neither of you can breathe underwater, but let's see that logic till you get older. Dreams got smaller. Rob, do you mind if I get emotional now?
That's totally fine, mate.
Okay, it's alright, I might cry, it's fine. I'm going to share with you guys what I wanted to be when I was younger. Do you remember what you wanted to be? A troll, an ogre, hunter with super speed, saving damsels that they kidnapped. If these girls try to kiss you, you give them back. Do you remember what you wanted to see? England win the World Cup at penalties and be that man who scored that goal. It's impossible. Dreams, you need to believe in them. But now you're older. Dreams got smaller. Try to anchor.
Yay! I thought I'd do some clapping sound effects because it's really weird when you play a gig online and there's no interaction whatsoever, so you don't know how it's gone down. But that was awesome, mate. Fantastic. I agree with. I've got an issue with one of your lyrics though about England winning the World Cup. That I don't ever want that to happen. No offence to anybody tuning in. As a passionate Welshman, although
I did worried a couple of years ago.
I did support them in football, mind, years ago as a kid. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Well, so it was a couple of years ago when we actually looked like we might actually do well, and I was like, well, I really hope we don't, because I'm going to have to change the lyric in the song. I was like, please don't. That was a lot of effort.
Oh, it's really, really good, really lovely song indeed, and we've got a mutual friend, of course, called Steve Quantick, who just arrived in time for Troll and Ogre Hunter. He said. So,
lovely. Hey, Steve.
Hi, Steve. Welcome. Loves you and the family. And there we are. Beulah Cheeseman says, "You're gonna love this, Bean.
Okay.
Can you sing the Woohoo song, please?" That's Light of Love. Even I know that.
great song. Yeah. What were you thinking of doing with this one, Rob?
Well, we've got a video of it, haven't we? Maybe we could take a vote in the comments section. Do you want your Light of Love live, or would you like to see the video? It's up to you. It's up to you. Hi to Chris Holland. Welcome. Let's see. Or listen, before we get into that, Sarah Hilton says awesome. And Alicia, welcome Alicia, says that was a great song, made me smile. So there you go. It's always good to share the love and share the encouragement, because of course with the virtual audience there's no applause or anything like that, so we don't know how things have gone down. So there we are. So Steve Gregg has said video please. Beulah Cheeseman has said live. Nathaniel has said live, so we've got two. Steve Gregg has now said both. Helen has said video, so I'm rubbish at maths. Anna, will you help me out, please, with the even though Anna said live, so perhaps she's a bit biased, I don't know. We are. Gavin has said video as well.
Is the video got the full band in, hasn't it?
The video's got the full band in.
I mean...
And to be fair, we will be hearing a lot of live stuff from you as well, so it's a...
Understood.
Just trying to appease people on you before civil war breaks out.
Understood.
Oh, there we are. Beulah says video then. There we are. So
brilliant.
Up to you, mate. I mean, do you want to play another live one first before we get into that? Because we don't have to play that next. It's up to you what you do next, to be honest with you.
I'm pretty chilled. I can do a... Yeah, I can. Why don't we play the video, and then I can do a live one after that. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's good. So we're going to now listen to Light of Love. Beam, do you want to talk a little bit about the song and the inspiration and what it's about before we play it?
Yeah, sure. So this song, Light of Love, I wrote a few years ago. And so my wife at the time started a job where she was working, running a mental health listening service based in Gloucester, which meant she was working pretty much every evening. And we had two boys at the time. And so that meant that Dad was down. His job was to put them to bed. And then once that had happened, that meant that the rest of the evening was just free. But I couldn't go out, obviously, because I'm a good parent. And what was really weird, that after a couple of months, actually, the free evenings, but not being able to leave, I actually started to feel a bit lonely. And then after a few more months, I felt even more lonely. I don't know if about you, but whenever you start to kind of focus on the loneliness, you then all of a sudden feel more lonely. And I kind of almost started to spiral down. And the thing is, it wasn't even that big a deal, but at the time, like, it just kind of became all consuming. And so I felt really challenged by God to go write a song about, like, maybe you should start turning your sight from the pit that you think you're in to actually me. And so this song's all about lifting your eyes from the dark to the light. Hence the title, Light of Love. I also remember, like, why it's called the Woohoo song. So there is a lyric in it. That literally goes, and I'm very sorry for this, but the lyric is, it makes my heart go woohoo. Now, most people might think that might mean that I'm being incredibly lazy with my songwriting. But actually, there was a guy who had a real big impact on my life, and he used to talk about the woohoo in your heart, or with that deep-rooted joy, the one that circumstances could not affect. And essentially that's where that lyric came from, to kind of release the inner woohoo, the woohoo in your heart. But that's why the woohoo is in there.
Brilliant. Well, let's have a listen. This is Light of Love and Bean Baker.
Soul screaming out, missing something not quite found. There's a hole in this heart with two eyes start. I won't be consumed by myself. This heart
are the flesh and will give out and look away from where I am. Raise my eyes to light, whoa, and I reach for your hand. You draw me in, draw me close, draw me close. I'm in there, I'm in my halo. All it's got me for doesn't matter anymore. In the light of your love, in the light of your love, focus moves and freedom to see. Know you're close, need you near. If I forget I'm loved by love, raise my eyes to light, whoa, and I reach for your hand. You draw me in, draw me close, draw me close. I'm in there, I'm in my halo. All it's got me for doesn't matter anymore. In the light of your love, in the light of your love, and I reach for your hand. Draw me in, draw me close. I reach for your hand. You draw me in, draw me close, draw me close. I'm in there, I'm in my halo. All it's got me for doesn't matter anymore. Yes, I'm in love, I'm in my halo. All it's got me for doesn't matter anymore. In the light of your love, in the light of your love.
Amazing. Light of Love by Bean Baker, our very special guest this evening on Social Distancing Live. And just a bit of reaction there to the song. And before that, of course, we were asking whether Bean should play it live or whether we should play the video. And there was a lot of clamour for both. And then Nathaniel Freeman says, give him a break then. And Gavin Owens says, give him 5 minutes off. So there's a lot of heart and a lot of love on this programme, Bean. They're looking out for you there. Bula Cheeseman says, I love the woohoo in it. Such an amazing song and touches my heart every time I hear it. Love this so much. Had it on replay for ages. I think Bula was at the New Songs event when you played Abergavenny Gateway, and I think she might have bought one of your EPs. That's off the Strong and Courageous EP, isn't it, that song?
It's just called Courageous.
Courageous. I told you I was rubbish with titles, didn't I? I told you off air that I'm terrible. Even my own songs, I can't remember what they're called.
I mean, in fairness, there is a song called Strong and Courageous, the Courageous EP, so that was not really fair by me. But yeah. It is on the. It's orange. It's
orange with a lion on it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I got t-shirts as well. I'm not even wearing one tonight.
Oh, I should have got a picture. Sorry, dude.
That's fine.
Sarah Hilton says it's so heartfelt. Thank you so much. Beulah says yes, she was. She was at the gig and she did buy the EP. And there we are. Nathaniel Freeman, great song, deserves top 10. And Mel Glasson, who we know, of course, your beard looks much better in the video, Bean. And we were just talking about that off air, weren't we? You were saying, how short is my beard on that video? So the beard you've got now, that's a bit of a lockdown beard, is it?
Well, yeah. Well, yeah, no. My wife gave me permission at the beginning of the year to grow it out. I refer to this year as the year of the beard. So yeah.
So you're going to grow it all year, literally throughout the year?
I mean, yeah. I don't want to get to the point where like it's so long that people will try and like chase me with like, you know, clippers. Because I really like it. It's nice. It feels it's cushy and warm. And then if I need to eat, I've got some like right here.
Oh well, I hope it doesn't go to ZZ Top level where it's down there. Anyway.
I mean, I could hope, but no, I don't think it would do.
You've got to stay strong and courageous, which leads us nicely to the next song you're going to play for us.
Oh yeah, totally was on top of that. Knew that was fine. Yep, in the right key. So this song is called Strong and Courageous.
I know how hard this life can be if you let this fear consume all you are. You end up living just to be nothing more. I don't want that for you, child. I brought you out to live in fullness of life. So I say to you, don't be afraid, 'cause I'm right here. And oh, what did you know? I made you strong and courageous. There's no hold on you. You say to me, don't be afraid. Have you seen the way this world plays with your head? When fate slips in and there's another mistake, you say just you wait. And know that I am in control. I had you from the very start. I've not just got your back, your side, because you're mine. Take the front line. Oh, what did you know? I made you strong and courageous. Fierce holds on you, for you. And I say, you're anxious heart, but I made you strong and courageous. Rise up, you're in the ranks of heaven now. Don't let this fear pin you down. Rise up and whoa. Rise up, you're in the ranks of heaven now. Don't let this fear pin you down. Rise up. Rise up, rise up. And oh, what did you know? I made you strong and courageous, fierce and hold on you, on you. And I say,
Incredible, strong and courageous by our special guest on Social Distancing Live tonight, Mr. Bean Baker. Bean, incredible, thank you. I'll let you have a glass of water a minute. Awesome. Just want to ask you about the inspiration behind that song and where it came from and the story behind it, really.
I've got a very good friend of mine. He's one of our drummers. In fact, I think he's the drummer in the video that we just played. Good old Josh Potts. He's lovely. And the phrase "strong and courageous" just resounds around him. And it was a phrase that he kept using, or it kept coming up. And we did a bit of songwriting. And his wife Jenna as well. We did a bit of songwriting, and we wanted to have this truth that's being kind of spoken over us. If you kind of break down the lyrics in the song, you can notice that it's more of a dialogue. It's not just God saying it over us, or we're talking to God, but actually it's this conversation where we have this set opinion on ourselves, and God's going, well, that's not quite how I see you. Like, I don't see you as a failure. I don't see you as a person who kind of isn't good at that. I actually see you as this. I see you as strong and courageous. And so it is this just a conversation with God where he redefines who we are, because it's what he thinks of us, not what we think of ourselves.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes we often, I mean, I don't know about you, but especially as a songwriter, in a church context, I'll often not play one of my own songs. If there's a choice between two songs, I'll choose the other one. And part of that's born out of fear, to be honest with you. Or people might think I'm trying to push my song forward, that kind of thing, which is totally ludicrous.
Definitely.
But the fact that we're even here means that we are winners, you know? So the fact that we... I'm not going to get into biology and all that malarkey, but no. Seriously, strong and courageous, and of course the song "We Heard Light of Love" as well. That's off the Courageous EP. Where can people get hold of that, and where can they get it?
Well, if you've got money, you can get it from iTunes, and I think it's on everything actually. But it's also free on Spotify. So.
But you want people to buy CDs because Spotify pays 0.001p, and basically all the money we make goes back into making our music, doesn't it? Really?
That is very, very true. Very, very true. So please buy it. I was doing so well.
I'll say that for you. Please buy Bean's CD on his website, because he'll get more money to reinvest and make more fantastic music for us as well. Bean, just to sort of testify to that, Louise O'Connor, how are you doing, Louise? She says, "Go on, Beanie." There you go. Alicia Allen, such powerful lyrics. Beulah Cheeseman says that line, "Rise up in the ranks of heaven now," is so powerful and brings us strength when we realise who we are in Christ, which is exactly what we were just saying. Awesome. Steve Quantic, tune. I can't even do that, but you get the gist. And then Nathaniel Freeman says brilliant. Kath Tovey, hi Kath, hope you're well. She says awesome. And Sarah Hilton, lyrics are so powerful, and you should play more of your own songs, Rob. They are God-gifted and awesome. Oh, thank you, Sarah. Thank you very much indeed for that encouragement. So Sabine, how did you start writing songs, and why do you do it, and where did it all begin for you?
Oh, wow. So I suppose I kind of probably first got into music like at the age of 12. Many years ago. But I think recently, like I've had I know it's not where I started, but in the last year and a bit, I've almost had like a new direction, a new purpose in terms of songwriting, and I realize definitely during this time in isolation, there's a real responsibility that lands on the shoulders of musicians and songwriters. Like, we're there to create music to point to God, to inspire, to give hope, to bring joy, and actually that is why I write, because I want people to feel encouraged. I want people to be lifted when they hear a song, or have their hearts and their faces point towards God. Which doesn't really answer your question, but that's the answer I wanted to give.
I share a similar heart, as you know. I write worship music predominantly, and I want it to point towards Jesus, obviously, because it's a worship song. But just there's a question coming in. Cat Mills, by the way, says hello. Cat Mills, she says, great to hear about your writing. Yay, encouraging. And there's a question here from Gavin. We call him Gavin from the Rhondda. It's a bit of a social distancing live thing. Gavin from the Rhondda says, who's been your inspiration band-wise?
Oh, so
we were talking about this earlier on, weren't we? Because if any of you have been on Facebook, there's been these posts. Some of you may be involved in this, where you've got to post 10 of your favourite albums, one a day, and people nominate you. And me and Bean have been doing this, and we were saying that some of our choices are just to show that we've got an eclectic taste and that we're cool, but really we want to put the Spice Girls and stuff like that on there.
Yeah, I mean, Spice World, Aquarium by Aqua. It's true. Like I like pop quite well. I think one of my favorite songwriters, Jason Mraz, is definitely up there. I really like the way that he writes, and actually the way he definitely his more recent stuff is really interesting, but some of his really old stuff is also really good as well.
For those people who might not know who he is, what are the hits that he's had?
He did he did I haven't got the right guitar. I'm Yours. So I won't hesitate. Anyway, that one. I'm trying to think what else he did. Oh, even the stars they fall. That one. That's one.
I should get you to play some covers and stuff, because you do that, don't you, at Christian festivals?
Yeah,
you
just
play...
very. So I'm on the wrong guitar. It would just sound terrible on this guitar. I mean, the other one is just here, but it's just too far. But I also really like Katie Tunstall. She's phenomenal. I really rate her as a songwriter, and also
that was one of your album choices on the Facebook challenge, wasn't it? Was it?
Oh yeah. I love it because she's like rock pop, which is great, but she has a real strong country aspect to her. So I would say she's probably my biggest influence in terms of like songwriting stylistically. But yeah.
There we are. That's Gavin from the Rhondda. That was a question. If you've got a question for Bean, please type it in the comments section. We'd love to get that to Bean. Just looking at some of the comments. Oh, Jim and Nini Kamalo, who you met at the New Songs thing, of course, they say the Courageous EP is incredible and well worth buying. Sorry, I'm trying to add this to there, it's worked. We'd love to hear Fight For You. There we are. We'd love to hear Fight For You. That's from Jim and Anika Mallord. Nathaniel Freeman says Spice Girls' first album was great. I also do an Aqua medley in gigs. Don't knock the 90s. Oh, wow. Well, Nathaniel, you're coming on Friday, so perhaps you could prepare that for us. That would be incredible. Then actually don't, because we might not have the licensing. We might get sued. And Andrew Robinson says, I love Jason Mraz. He's great. Gavin Owen, the M.A. to Z album from Jason Mraz is the best. Kat Mills,
yes,
love her music. I think Kat is on about Katie Tunstall there. She also really inspired me. Also, Nathaniel shares that view as well. And then Alicia says, oh my gosh, yes, I remember his covers from Withal, the one with the One Direction song. What's that about?
I was doing so well. I was trying to look really cool. And
the One Direction. I quite like One Direction. That's bad to say, I know, but
What Makes You Beautiful. It's
brilliant.
It's in the repertoire. I'm every time I do it, I always feel slightly ashamed. Oh, yeah. that is one of the songs we play. Still play actually. On Friday, the VE Day celebrations, we put a whole bunch of speakers outside our house and we did like a mini gig to the neighbours, and I was like, well, I'll just play covers the whole entire time. But I remembered all the covers I know are like really cheesy and poppy. So I'm like, this is not really helping any street cred at all. Literally street cred.
Steve Quantic says that One Direction song got a huge reaction at Soul Survivor.
Yes. Yes, it did. That was.
So, I just want to touch upon that. If people don't know, Bean plays all the major Christian festivals and has done for many, many years, and one of the most hard-working Christian artists on the circuit, if I may say so. And the Cat Mill says, "Don't feel ashamed. It's a great song." Brilliant. And Alicia Allen, 5 years ago, it was amazing. So, Bean, obviously, you know, we haven't got a licensing to play covers, so we can't go there. But you've got a fantastic new song that we'd like you to share. Please tell us about it. And how recently did you write this new song?
This is my newest song. So this is the newest finished song. So we're actually in the process of recording it at the moment in some formal way. And so this song, I'm trying to figure out a title for it, and the one I've got at the moment is The Reluctant Butterfly. So it essentially is this story of a caterpillar that just doesn't want to become. Well, it just doesn't want change. So he starts off with a caterpillar, and he doesn't want to be in the cocoon. But once he's in the cocoon, he doesn't really want to leave the cocoon, and that sort of stuff. And it was really interesting. It was like it was one of those days where I was having a bit of a songwriting day, and I was like, I'll write about a caterpillar. That'd be really nice. I don't know why, but I'll write it. And then I came downstairs, and my two boys had just had dreams about caterpillars, and I was like, well, I guess we'll follow this thought through. And it's great because it goes to this bridge at the end where the lyric is, you weren't born for the ground, you were made to soar. And I've played it there's been two places that I've played it physically. One of those was in a church in Chesterfield. And that was just really, really lovely because the church kind of got it and started singing it over their town. Like they're all pointing in different directions, singing that over their town, wanting to calling the town to rise up and not be on the ground, but was born, making them realize they were born sore. And that was beautiful. And then I did it in a dingy little cafe in Gloucester, and it was really lovely because actually what happened there was that it wasn't a Christian setting at all, but these guys were singing it as well, and it was this beautiful thing of realizing we are born for more than this, and getting people to sing that it's just powerful, and I'm really excited that I get to see people sing along to this song. So I realize in this setting, this is not really, I'm not going to see you guys singing along with this, which could be weird. But I reckon make it even weirder. Just put headphones on and then just sing out loud in a room where nobody knows the context of it.
There you go, guys. Get the headphones out. You've heard it here first, and sing along with this next one. But this has been Baker.
Did you see in the light? It disappeared from my sight. It's all that I had known, but now it's gone. Spending my days in the sun, basking in all of its life. Crawling around in the dirt, hoping that this was all it was. You see, I long for a static world of sorts, where there's no end, but there's no growth at all. But I find myself in the place of change. Why can't I bypass this, stay the same? The chrysalis is keen to run the tides. My arms are tired, I'm losing the will to fight. It's been so long in this circus. won't see. Metamorphosis you're doing me. Shell I'm in, no, I don't want to leave. Why can't you just let me be? Oh, why can't you just let me be? Oh, the chrysalis is keeps you tight. My arms inside, losing the will to fight. I've been so long in this darkness that I'm scared to see the light. You ready, guys? Weren't born for the ground, you're made to soar. You weren't born for the ground, you're made to soar. You weren't born for the ground, you're made to soar. Made to soar. You're made to soar. You weren't born for the ground. You're made to soar. You weren't born for the ground. You're made to soar. You weren't born for the ground. You're made to soar. Made to soar. Made to soar. Made to soar.
Absolutely fantastic. Bean, there were people texting along. Nathaniel Freeman joined in. You weren't born for the ground, you made to soar. Mel Glasson as well, of course, who's is in your band as well, says he's got the music emojis as well. Absolutely fantastic. Brilliant song. Cat Mills on YouTube says, love it. Harmonising here. There you go. Fantastic. Steve Quantic, who plays guitar with both of us.
We share him.
Our mutual friend and band member. Says, man, what a song. There we are. And Cat Mills, who's a artist in her own right as well, think so many people will relate to this. So powerful. Alicia Allen, wow, this song, another song with powerful lyrics. I'm glad I stumbled across this live. It has made me smile and was definitely needed right now. Alicia, please subscribe to the channel, and we'd love to welcome you every night. We have special guests on Social Distancing Live, and we aim to bring you a little ray of light every night. Beulah Cheeseman says, love it. And Linda Davis, hi Linda, welcome. Great song. Jim and Nika Mallord, brilliant. And this is a new one, Fantabulous from Sarah Hilton. Fantabulous there. Jim and Nika Mallord, truly beautiful. Just want to honour you, mate, by reading those comments out. Not to embarrass you, of course, but it's important because you haven't got the applause or anything, so it's important to read those out. It's a bit of an SDL sort of tradition. We've run out of time, I'm afraid. I'm awful sorry. But Bean, will you come back on? It would be great to host you back on.
Yeah, I'd love to. It'd be great. Absolutely
Lovely.
great.
And guys, for those of you who don't know, at the end of the month on Saturday, the 30th of May, we're going to hold a Social Distancing Live music festival. We'll be giving details later in the week, and Bean has very kindly said he'd do a little set for us, which is great. So I know Jim and Anika Mallard wanted Fight For You, so perhaps we could make sure that that's included.
I'll make sure it's there.
Great. Awesome. But guys, Bean, before you go, please tell us where people can get your music from, where they can access everything, and follow you on social media, etc.
Yes, so we're on Instagram, which is at Beanbaker Band. We're on YouTube, which is / Beanbaker Band. We're on Facebook, which is facebook.com / Beanbaker Band. And if you search for Beanbaker Band on Spotify, you'll find our music there. We're on iTunes, Amazon, other places. But yeah, we're all over the shop, which is quite helpful. But yeah, like, subscribe, and follow. Is that the phrasing?
I think so. Yeah. I get confused with it, but yeah.
Click here. Oh, and is there a? No, there's nothing here.
One thing I discovered was with subscribe on YouTube is that some people think that they have to pay you by subscribing, but of course it's not that at all. It just means you get alerted for free when any new YouTube content is on. That's worth pointing out, so people do subscribe to YouTube.
Oh yeah. Do that, please. That'd be lovely.
Bean, thank you so much. A real honour to have you on.
Pleasure.
And always enjoy your company. And we're going to end the programme by listening to one of your songs, Control, that you specially recorded for us. Please tell us a little bit about the song.
So this song was 2 years in the writing. Originally it was called The Wind in These Sails. The idea that actually just kind of letting go and letting God direct you wherever you go, and eventually it had to go further than that. It wasn't just being passive in letting go, let God take control, but actually that is an active thing. So this song is probably as close to a worship song that I get to in terms of like my writing, but it is that case of like just surrender. Surrender. Is surrender, that is the word. Sorry, my brain's kind of gone now. But yeah, it's as simple as that. Just giving God control, and letting go, but that not being a passive thing, that is an active thing.
I really like that, and I really like that how you described what it is, because surrender can be seen as a negative thing, can't it? But it actually, when you surrender to God, when you lay it all to Him, it actually gives you great freedom. And if any of the subject matter that we talked about tonight, the faith, the Christian faith that me and Bean have, has touched you in any way, please, my virtual door is open. Please message me. I would love to discuss my faith with you. I don't profess to have all the answers, but I can certainly put you in touch with people who do, and it would be great to talk to you about that. And it's no accident that you've stumbled across this live stream tonight. It was meant to be. I truly believe that. So please, 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 the time is now. Don't delay. Get in touch with us afterwards. Thank you to Bean. We're going to listen to the song Control in just a moment. An actual first, Bean, and it went quite smooth with the live music as well, which is fantastic. So we can do live with guests on Social Distance Live, which is very, very exciting now. But I'll be back on at 9:45, revealing what's underneath the cap and revealing how much we raised for Operation Gateway Relief, and a few fun videos as well. Thank you to Bean. Thank you very much. We'll see you soon. Thank you indeed for coming on, and thank you to all you for tuning in for Social Distancing Live. We'll be back tomorrow at 8:30, but this to play at the programme is Control, specially recorded for the programme by Mr. Bean Baker. Thank you for doing that, mate, and God bless you and your lovely family. Pray protection, provision and good health over you all there. This is Control by Bean Baker.
Take control. My heart, my mind, my soul, have it all. Trust you with it all. No, I won't fight you. I'm yours. I'm yours. And I know I need this change in my life to carry on. And on I go till you tell me to stop. And I move wherever you tell me to move. So I move, I take control. My heart, my mind, my soul, have it all. I trust you with it all. No, I won't fight you. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. It's begun. Work that will change this life. And though I can't see no storm in sight, be still and pause to take a moment in time. Take control. Soul, have it all. Trust you with it all. No, I won't fight you. I'm yours. I'm yours. I'm yours. Letting go of control. Where I'm going, only know, and that's alright with me. I'm letting go of control. Where I'm going, only know, and that's alright with me. That's alright with me. Oh, take control. My heart, my mind, my soul.